Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be changing the oil on my 2019 BMW X5. And this should be the same if you're changing the oil on an X6 or an X7 with the B58 engine. So let's take a look, see what we got from FCP. Liquid Moly Top Tech 6600. We got a total of 7 liters. This is the oil change kit that comes on FCP, and it comes with the oil filter. It'll come with the drain plug crush washer. I will put the link to all of this in the video. So let's go ahead and we'll jack up the BMW, support it with some jack stands right here, and then we will drain the oil, change the filter, and then I'll show you how to reset it in the system. So this is where the jack will get placed. This is right in the center of the BMW. So make sure your vehicle is unlocked before you start jacking up. The alarm will go off. Also make sure you use wheel chocks to put it in front and behind the wheels. I'm gonna do it in the back ones, obviously. And then here is the placement for the jack stand. There's actually a little platform it goes under. And it'll be the same on both sides. It is right behind the front wheels. Now we can lower the jack down a little bit. And check that both are tight and even still. Make sure you look at both sides. All right, so now we are under the BMW, and this will be your oil drain bolt. This is a 17 millimeter, so you need to remove this. Make sure you have a big enough drain pan underneath it. You should get 7 or close to 7 quarts out. Here you can see it is filling up. So we'll come to the top side and we will open up the oil cap. That way it can drain all the way out. To open the hood on these BMWs, you need to pull this twice. It says it even times 2. So we can open up the hood. Next step is going to be remove this out of the way. There's a little area you can pry on it, and you can lift it up. And you can usually just set this aside. And then I'm going to remove the engine cover. It just snaps, moves out of the way like that. I'm going to open up this oil cap. And then down here, that's your oil filter. So we need to remove that. Have extra rags because you will drop oil. And then I have a rag to catch the oil on. It's a 32 millimeter socket. You can hear more oil is falling after opening up that cap. So now you need to grab it out of here and try not to drip oil everywhere. And just like that, this is the oil filter. Not too much is leaking, but it will. So make sure you have a rag around it. And then this filter here, this is garbage. So you can throw that out. So now we can take the oil filter cap and remove the O-ring off of it, and we will install the new O-ring. And then you can install your oil filter, and this will just snap in there. And I'll take some fresh oil and I'll lube up this O-ring, and then I'll lube up this O-ring, and then we can install it. And make sure you lube up the O-ring inside the filter also. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 O-rings to lube up. So now we can install this filter. And we can tighten it up with the wrench. So now we need to torque this down. It's going to be 25 Newton meters or 18 foot-pounds. And this is going to be the same as the oil drain plug. And don't forget to remove your rags. So now we can go under the vehicle. We will tighten up the oil drain plug and make sure you put a new crush washer on the drain plug bolt. So we put a new crush washer on the drain plug bolt, and you can torque this to 25 Newton meters. It's tightened down. So then you can put back this bottle here, snap it in, And then if you removed or moved these wires, you can snap those back in. And now it is time to fill up the engine with engine oil. After looking online, I found that the BMW X5 engine is a B58 B30 M1, and that uses 6.5 liters for the all-wheel drive and for the rear-wheel drive. This same engine is used in the X7, the X5, and several other vehicles. I always take a rag, put a hole into it, and feed this around the cap. That way if anything drips, it'll be caught. And now that you got the oil filled up, you can now reinstall the engine cover, and then you can lower the vehicle down, and I'll show you what to do inside the car before you start it. Let's just go straight on here. What I usually do is line it up with this oil fill plug and then snap it in a total of 4 snaps. Now we can lower the car and we will go inside of it. All right, so we'll get inside the vehicle. You can push this start stop button 3 times fast. 1, 2, 3. And what that's going to do is put this vehicle into diagnostics mode. We're going to hold this BC button down for 10 seconds. And it says engine oil. It's due in April 2025, and it says reset possible. Clicking this button is how you go through the different settings. So now you're going to hold this button down since you're on the engine oil change for about 10 seconds. Okay, and let go. And then you're going to hold it again. Resetting in progress. And it's giving me 1,100 miles. I don't wait that long to change it. And if you go over here, you can go to required services, show 1125 and 1,100 miles. Now you can go ahead and start the engine. So now that we're all done, we can check the oil level in the iDrive. Go over here to car, vehicle status, engine oil level, and then engine oil measurement. Then you can start the measurement. It will automatically raise your RPMs up a little bit. Alright, so you can see here it's at the max, meaning we are good. If it was down at the minimum, you would add probably a full quart or a half of a quart. But we are good. Stay tuned for more videos on this BMW X5. Again, thanks for watching.